Okay, let's explore Shiva Bhavana. Shiva, S-H-I-V-A, Bhavana, B-H-A-V-A-N-A, Bhavana, Shiva Bhavana. So this is a practice that's been handed down for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, and even more than that. And in the practice of Shiva Bhavana, you're invited to let everything that you're perceiving through sight, everything you see, and everything you taste, touch, smell, hear, be reframed as Shiva. Every tree, every lake, every cloud, every bird, every person, every animal, everything is Shiva. Normally when we perceive, we have me and not me, self and other, the perceiver and the perceived, a play of duality, subject and object. This is how we normally experience reality through the mind. This is how reality is perceived through the mind. And so there's a play of separation that we normally experience reality through when we perceive in the regular way. The practice of Shiva Bhavana is a lovely possibility to change how we're perceiving and letting ourselves relax back into reality as it actually is, which is wholeness, one elegant wholeness. I've sometimes referred to it as infinite intimacy. Shiva is everyone and everything at all times. It's a Sanskrit word that we use to attempt to describe the divine essence that everything is. So in the practice of Shiva Bhavana, we're invited to very actively reframe everything that you experience, taste, touch, smell, hear, see. This is Shiva. That is Shiva. I am Shiva. There's only Shiva. So we would be invited to go on Shiva Bhavana walks. And as we walked, we were invited to reframe everything that you see. Instead of seeing tree and cloud and sky and lake and bird, people, animals, which automatically creates separation, and the mind grabs hold of it. Oh, there's a bird. Okay. Reality. What else do you have for me to label? There's a person. Okay. What else do you have reality for me to label and put into a nice category that I can logically make sense of and label it, which creates the separation construct. There's the person, there's the animal, there's the tree, there's the lake, there's the sky, there's the cloud. And so instead of perceiving reality in that usual way, in the practice of Shiva Bhavana, we're invited to play. It's a very playful practice. See if you can let all of it be relieved of all those labels, letting all the labels go and perceiving it as oneness. This is Shiva. The tree is Shiva. I am Shiva. Only Shiva. That rock is Shiva. The sky is Shiva. That bird is Shiva. Shiva is Shiva. It would become a chant for me, as you could imagine. Coordinated to the rhythm of my footsteps while being out on a Shiva Bhavana walk. You can also do it when you're just sitting still. Everything that you're perceiving in this moment, the sound of my voice is Shiva. The sensations in your body, Shiva. The feel of your body in the room, Shiva. The wall is Shiva. The carpet is Shiva. Everything is Shiva. If you let go of all the labels and let it all be one elegant wholeness, there's a chance to start experiencing reality as it actually is. Infinite intimacy. You can be in the bhav, the felt knowing. Bhavana is sort of like a cultivation of that direct experience, a development, a contemplation, a consideration, and cultivating the felt knowing, the direct experience that everything is one elegant wholeness, myriad frequencies of one source essence, various subtleties and densities, the sensations in your body, the thoughts, the wanter, the mind, all of it, varying expressions of one source essence. You can be in the bhav, the felt knowing, the direct experience of infinite intimacy. Every in-breath and every out-breath, every heartbeat, every sound, every sensation, every person. Imagine if every person you're interacting with, you were in the Shiva Bhavana practice. You would experience them as another unique expression of what you are. You would honor them and feel so filled with wonder to see, how does this unique expression of what I am play? How does this unique expression of what I am experience the world? What do they have to say? What are they noticing? What is it that they're speaking? How might I be available to them in this moment from the perspective that they too are Shiva? There would be no more wars. There would be no more conflicts. There would be no more polluting of the earth. We would realize that if we were to dump oil in the ocean, we're dumping oil into our own self. We are the ocean. And the ocean doesn't do well with oil being dumped in it. We wouldn't do that anymore. There wouldn't be any of that. There wouldn't be a mistreating of the earth. There wouldn't be a mistreating of each other. There would be kindness, compassion, care, looking out for each other, being there for each other. There would be much more play, much more creative flows that we would share with each other. We would sing and dance and shine and laugh. We would giggle and we would play and we would love each other. We would honor that everyone and everything is Shiva. We can play with the Shiva Bhavana practice and see what you notice. It's one of those, like all of the really true lineage practices, they are a process. They take time. They're not instantaneous. Our Western culture likes instant fixes, fast results. The true lineages, the ancient lineages, the practices take time. We have to stay with it. It builds a momentum. The more we do the Shiva Bhavana practice, the more we start to reframe everything as Shiva, then there comes a chance where we start to experience it, that is the truth. Every time you're with someone, you can have the intention to shift your attention to the truth that they are Shiva. This too is Shiva. So let's say somebody is going through some difficult moment. we can be with them from the perspective that they too are Shiva. This would allow us to rest back and not need to fix them, not need to come up with some sort of advice or some clever thing to solve it for them. They don't need solving. They are Shiva. They are Shiva going through that experience. We can let them have their experience. We can honor them, be with them, companion them, sit with them, be with them, and honor them as they have their experience, because they too are Shiva, having a direct experience of some sort of energy. We can take away all the labels and realize that even whatever they're experiencing in their body is also Shiva, the energy they're experiencing, whether we would call it sadness or loneliness or whatever we might call it, despair, anger, resentment. These are all labels that we place on top of what it actually is, which is a wave of Shiva, a vibration of Shiva essence expressing itself in a particular energetic way. And it is all temporary. Everything in this realm is a temporary expression of one elegant wholeness, Shiva. Shiva is the elegant wholeness. There's always that. And then all these labels we put on top of things, we can consider letting those labels go and just rest back into that it's all one divine flowing essence, temporarily expressing itself as myriad subtleties and densities, varying frequencies of the vibration of Shiva. This is the lovely possibility if we let ourselves play with the invitation of the Shiva Bhavana practice.